Oh!
Imagine this. You're deep in the woods, surrounded by darkness. Your only source of light, the flickering glow of a campfire. The night is eerily still. But then, just outside your tent, you hear it. Faint footsteps crunching through the underbrush. At first, you dismiss it. Maybe it's just a fox, an owl, or the wind playing tricks on your mind. But what if it wasn't? What if you weren't alone out there? That's exactly what YouTuber Dan and his friend Flex experienced one chilling night in November 2022. What started as an innocent camping trip in the infamous Epping Forest, a place notorious for ghost stories and unsolved mysteries, quickly spiraled into a real-life nightmare. And as you'll soon see, the footage they captured might just be the most unsettling thing they've ever encountered.
Well, if we go around the back of the church and camp in the forest there, we can have a fire because we're not on the graveyard. Are you ready to go and find somewhere to camp?
Dan, known for his adventurous explorations of abandoned and haunted locations, had set up camp with Flex near an old, decaying church. As they settled in, they couldn't shake the eerie feeling creeping over them. The vast, empty woods carried an unsettling silence, broken only by the occasional rustling of leaves. As they prepared their meal, a sudden, unexplainable sound echoed through the darkness, a deep, hollow thump.
It's just the weird woods, that's what it is.
I kind of feel better in this tent though.
No, I do. You know what? I feel safer in this big tent.
We'll try some now, actually. I've never actually tried it.
All the hard work that went into it. Oh!
Later that night, as they sat inside their tent, the noises escalated. First, a distant scream. Then, something, or someone, circled their tent. The sound of footsteps crushing leaves and twigs became unmistakable. Dan and Flex sat in complete silence, their breath shallow, their hearts pounding. Then, without warning, something struck their tent, hard. At this point, any thoughts of an animal were gone. This was deliberate. This was human. It wasn't until the next morning, back at their hotel, that they reviewed the footage from their outdoor security camera, and that's when they saw it. In the footage, a shadowy figure emerges from the tree line, moving silently toward their campsite. The person stops mere feet from their tent, standing completely still, just watching. Then, as if sensing Dan and Flex were awake, the figure darts back into the darkness. It wasn't an animal. It wasn't the wind. It was someone. But who? And why were they there, lurking in the shadows, watching two unsuspecting campers? Dan and Flex had assumed they were alone that night. They weren't. Someone had been stalking them, waiting in the darkness, silent and unmoving. But what was their intention? Was this a would-be attacker sizing up his victims? Or was it someone, or something, more sinister? What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. Just a quick break. If you felt that chill, please hit subscribe. It keeps the horrors coming. Now, let's get back into it. It was a typical August evening in Strongsville, Ohio, or so it seemed. Sam and his friends Tom, Tyler, and Brandon set out to document something strange. Glowing paranormal orbs said to haunt the woods. With cameras in hand, they ventured deep into the forest where the air turned colder and an unshakable feeling of dread settled in. As they explored, Tyler remarked that something felt wrong. That suspicion was confirmed later when they reviewed their footage. Between the trees, a pale figure stood watching them, its face unnatural, its twisted hand clearly inhuman. Panic overtook the group. What began as a harmless search for orbs turned into a frantic escape from something they couldn't explain. They grabbed their gear and fled the forest. Was it a ghost, a cryptid, or something even more dangerous? Some believe they caught evidence of a supernatural entity. Others argue it was a hoax or pareidolia, the mind seeing shapes in the dark. But for the boys who ran from those woods, the fear was real. And the figure, whatever it was, didn't follow. It just watched. To this day, no one knows exactly what they encountered in that forest. The footage remains online, analyzed and debated endlessly. But one thing is certain, whatever was out there, it saw them first. Meet Luke, a seasoned wilderness enthusiast who thrives on hiking, backpacking, and remote truck camping. Through his channel, The Outdoor Gear Review, Luke shares unfiltered moments from life off-grid, embracing both the serenity and challenges of the outdoors. On August 2nd, 2021, he ventured into the quiet backcountry of Virginia, seeking solitude and a break from modern distractions. But what began as a tranquil escape would take an unsettling turn no one could have predicted. After scouting the area, Luke found the ideal location to park his truck for the night. He set up camp with care. Bug mesh in place, bedding ready, lights and fan positioned. Everything arranged for a peaceful evening.
We have the bug mesh set up to keep all the black flies out. I have a table set up. I have my sleeping pad inflated. I have my bedding and all that ready to go. I have the lights. I have my fan.
As storm clouds began gathering in the distance, he took a short hike to enjoy the last moments of daylight.
So, as far as the weather goes, it's changing rapidly. We have thunder back here. We have some building dark clouds over here. Okay. Now there's thunder over here. We have this super big dark monster forming over here. Tell you what, we may not hike very far for the simple fact that if it started pouring, I don't know if we'd get back in time. I'm not sure if we would even see the rain unless it was on top of us. But it is beautiful, everyone. Pretty close to my campsite. Whoa. Check this out. The sky is bizarre looking. What is that? Hopefully that's showing up on camera.
Thunder echoed in the background, and the sky took on strange colors. Sensing rain approaching, Luke returned to his truck.
So you can see there, maybe, I've begun rounding the edge there. I'm going to round all the way around this thing. That's nicely put, isn't it? I'm going to round all the way around this thing. That's funny. Yeah, folks, as far as the afternoon goes, nice, smooth, pleasant. It's been nice and quiet. It's been storming all day, all around us. But yet...
He brewed coffee, carved a small sculpture, and began preparing dinner. A thick bacon cheeseburger sizzling over his camp stove. But just as he began eating, something unexpected shattered the silence.
Absolutely bizarre.
A bizarre, echoing laugh pierced through the trees, followed by strange, slurred voices. A woman's voice stood out, loud and erratic. From the sound of it, she wasn't alone. Luke froze. He couldn't see them, but their behavior suggested they were intoxicated, possibly on drugs. He stayed low, hoping they'd pass without noticing.
Came down, turned around, went back out. From the moment I heard that vehicle, I mean, I could still hear her. She's laughing hysterically, but not a normal laugh. Anytime that you go to remote areas, you will find people like that.
Minutes passed like hours. Eventually, the voices faded. Luke, still shaken, finished his meal and debated whether to stay. In the end, he decided to remain for the night. But the unease lingered. As he lay in his sleeping setup, the forest quieted, but sleep was elusive. Only when morning came did he finally breathe easy. The strangers never returned, but the experience left Luke rattled. It's unclear who those people were or what they were doing deep in the woods. Some believe they may have stumbled into Luke's camp by accident. Others wonder if their appearance was more deliberate. The way they lingered, the manic laughter, the timing. What do you think would have happened if Luke had made noise or responded to them? Let us know in the comments. And remember, in the wilderness, the danger isn't always what you expect. Which story stuck with you? And have you ever experienced something strange while camping? Drop your story in the comments. We'd love to hear it. If this story creeped you out, you need to watch this one next. It's even more disturbing.